I've wanted to do a trip like this for a very long time. I've been backpacking for years, but I've never done a backpacking trip by myself. I figured what better time, what better place than Montana, a vast wilderness filled with wild rivers, rugged terrain, beautiful mountains, and just open space. So in the summer of 2020, I loaded up my pack and I stepped off into the Montana wilderness for an experience that would go down as one of the most unique, fulfilling adventures of my entire life. Today is July 30th, 2020. I am in Missoula, Montana still with my cousin Nick and his wife Morgan. We've been doing a lot of fishing just around the area, within a 2-3 hour radius, and we've been doing really well. And I decided to switch things up a little bit. I decided kind of spontaneously today that I am going to put the backpack on, head up into the backcountry, and look for some cutthroats in the backcountry. It's going to be a solo trip. I am going to be heading up here soon. Got to pack some gear up, get some food packed up, get everything squared away before I head up into the backcountry. During the drive from Missoula to the trailhead, I had a lot of time to think and reflect on what lay ahead. As the blacktop turned to dirt roads and the mountains loomed ahead of me, I started to get more and more excited for this next adventure. This scared me. So quick story, just got to the trailhead. Trail service crew was coming off, Forest Service guys, and I hear them talking about bears. One guy says, and I quote, "I'm sure some people do it, but I don't know why you would ever hike this by yourself." So I'm a little freaked out right now, but I came all this way, I'm doing it. This is a big bucket list item for me to do a solo backpacking trip. So I'm gonna get up in there, I'm gonna strap my pack on, and I'm gonna go take it on. Not gonna forget this. I'm kind of scared, I'm not gonna lie. This is scary. But hey, life bucket list. I gotta do it, I can't be afraid. All right, we're packed up, we're locked and loaded, so it's time to ruck up and get into the backcountry. All right. So we are headed down the trail, and it is so exciting. It's been a great couple of years for me. Just my college summers, they've been absolutely wonderful, and man, it's just such a blessing to get to
to do stuff like this, to be healthy enough to do stuff like this. I don't take it for granted at all. And this is a good time to kind of think and reflect over the last 4 years of college and be alone a little bit and just kind of think about the next chapter as I, start my career in the Army as an Army officer. All right, we have made it to the wilderness boundary. And as you can see, it's closed to motor vehicles, no bikes, nothing like that up here. But yeah, making some headway here. Gonna do a little bit more hiking, and then I'm gonna settle in for the evening, find a nice spot to camp, have some food, and then do a little fishing tonight. So the bridge up here is closed. Here's the ford marker. And there are my feet soaked. But it's all right, I'm close to camp. I just can't believe how clear this water is. I've fished this river further down, but I swear it's even clearer up here. It's the most clear water, it's so beautiful. So as I'm walking down the trail, I am doing my absolute best to make a lot of noise. I'm pretty much just talking out loud, talking to the camera, saying, "Hey bear," because I am by myself, and usually when I'm hiking, I have somebody to have a conversation with, but in this scenario, I do not. So I'm gonna keep making noise, do my best to stay safe out on this trail in a wilderness area in Montana.
So this seems like a good time in the video to have a brief pause and give a little bit of context. I'm the one who edits all of Dan and I's YouTube videos. And as he was hiking up into the Montana wilderness here, he was talking to the camera where he was actually talking to me as the editor. These were clips that he didn't really intend to put in the video, but I thought they were cool, so I wanted to include them. I figured that you guys might enjoy those as the viewers. If you're enjoying the video so far, make sure to hit that like button and hit the subscribe button. We do really appreciate it and it helps us out. But without further ado, let's get back to the video.
Okay, I finally made it to camp. I am so tired. That was rough. The thing is, this place is not like the South where it's all trampled down and there's sites that, there's like more site opportunity. Here it's like a bushwhack. Like my campsite right now, it sucks. And I'm like not even close to the trail. I'm like 400 yards away from the trail. So this is scary. Walking through the timber is really scary. But, okay, alright, time for the clip. Alright, so, I'm pretty tired. I ended up hiking a lot further than I intended to, just because there is really not much in the line of campsites up around here. You kind of have to make your own, and I was thinking I'd be able to find spots where people had camped in the past, and I found 2, but they were both occupied. So I bushwhacked like 400 yards away from the trail, and I'm set up on a nice little grassy area. Not a great spot to put a tent, actually, but it'll work. So I am going to do some camp chores right now, put the tent up, have some dinner, and I feel obligated to catch at least 1 trout this evening. The bulk of the fishing on this trip will be done tomorrow, but I'm going to try and catch 1 fish before I turn in. Camp chore 1 done. Okay. Alright. So dinner tonight is going to be a Nor pasta side, cheddar broccoli. Sounds pretty good. And then I will be putting just some chicken in there. Pretty solid backpacker meal. Highly recommend these for backpacking. They're way cheaper than Mountain House. And they taste pretty good. They fill you up. Ah, shoot. Man, Doug. I'm getting attacked by ants. Don't put my foot over there again, I guess. Ugh. Today is not a great day so far. There's an ant on my tripod. Ouch. Another nice thing about these Nor rice sides / pasta sides, the packet is foil lined. So all I do now is I fill that thing with the boiling water, that foil lined packet, and I stick it in here to give myself a little more extra insulation. And I just let it sit for, 15 minutes and rehydrate. And then I will have a great meal ready to enjoy without the mess. And while we wait for dinner, I got my rod here. I have a yellow Sally tied on. And there's some nice water right by camp. And I am just gonna toss a dry two real quick. All right, got him. On the dry, on the yellow Sally. It's a little cutty. Oh, what a beauty. That is such a pretty fish. Nice. That is awesome. I'm so excited. Mission accomplished. I wanted to catch one fish this evening. Now it is time to enjoy supper and get to bed because I'm pretty tired. It's been a long day. So let's go take a look at dinner. So that's what it looks like, finished product. And it smells so good. I am starving. I'm about to devour this. Quick update. Brushing my teeth, getting ready for bed here. I'm paranoid. I looked up there. It's not an animal, but I thought at first it was an animal. I thought it was a bear. If you look right above where my finger is, that's as far as this camera will reach. But man. Oh. Last year we talked about the bear situation. We're in a different place, but man, I am really paranoid right now. And, I am glad that I'm doing this because this has been, like I've said a couple of times now, this has been on my bucket list for a long time. But, I don't know if I'll ever do this again because this is just not a good area for bears. It's probably, it's just way safer to be with somebody and makes you feel a lot more at ease. So it is what it is. Gonna turn in here for the night, and then I am going to be up bright and early, and tomorrow is gonna be a fun day, hopefully filled with lots of trout.
Alright, so it is a little after 7 here. I ended up sleeping a little longer than I intended to, but I'm totally fine with it because I just don't think you need to be up super early on the streams here. So I am going to have some breakfast, get the bear bag down, and start gearing up and do some fishing. Folgers instant this morning, and then Quaker Oats, maple and brown. My favorite backpacking meal. Usually I put a scoop of peanut butter in it, but I do not have the peanut butter today. One of my favorite things when backpacking is just such a simple thing, and it's just enjoying coffee around camp in the morning, taking in the early morning views, which I think are generally going to be the best views of the day. It's just so nice to be up here and kind of relax a little bit before I get my day going, and I love coffee. I'm always up for a cup of coffee. Okay, so the plan right now, I'm gonna fish around camp. The time right now is 7:30. I'm gonna fish around camp till around 9, start packing up my gear, head down the canyon, because I think based off of the hike yesterday, the better water is down below. So I'm gonna focus on that today. All right, so we have a rainbow warrior, just a very large, buoyant elk hair caddis dry dropper combination, and that's what we're going with up here. Nice cut. On the drive, too. There he goes. Awesome. First fish of the morning on the dry, and the sun is starting to come up a little bit more. Okay, so not a ton of interest in the dries quite yet. I threw a couple of different dries, had a few looks, had a few grabs, but just not enough really to commit to it quite yet. So what I'm gonna do as I wait for the temperatures to kind of rise here, I am gonna start hiking down the canyon here and hit it with nymphs, and as the weather kind of warms up, the stream temps come up a little bit more, maybe try going back to the dries.
something I've been enjoying besides the wonderful views are the wildflowers up here. There's a lot of different wildflowers, and little fact about Doug and I, we grew up kind of helping out in our grandparents on my mom's side in their greenhouse. So I think all of us have had an appreciation for flowers and just a little bit of knowledge on flowers moving forward. So we really enjoy seeing, wildflowers whenever we're out on trail. All right, so we are down in the canyon portion of this river. And as you can see, it's much more rugged, much more narrow. The gradient is steeper. There's a lot of good pocket water. It's absolutely beautiful down here. And I'm going to break out my nymphing rod and try and get it done on some European nymphing. All right, first fish on the nymphs. It's a pretty cutty. There he goes, into the fast water. Came out of that little spot right there. Holy bull trout. Oh my God. There's a big bull trout in there. Alright guys, so just working this run. There's a gigantic bull trout just sitting in the bottom of this pool. It's so cool to see those things. The water is so clear. You can just see him sitting in the bottom. Super cool. I wish we could fish for them, but you're not allowed to on this particular stream. Nice fish here in the net. About a 12-inch cut. Very nice cut. There he goes. That was awesome. Out of this fast water here, and he took a patch rubber leg, so I decided to switch it up a little bit, and still working this heavy pocket water. All right, so got those two cuts on video there. Picked up a couple others off camera. Saw that bull trout. It's been a really fun time so far. I'm just gonna keep fishing my way back down, slowly working my way to the vehicle. Right now, just having a real quick snack with some cold mountain water, and then we're gonna keep heading down. That's one of the nicest cutties I've ever caught. Look at that fish. That was awesome. Big cutty. Another nice cutty. All right. So I am back on trail. Man, I just had a crazy bushwhack down in there. Very thick brush. A lot of steep vertical. It's good to be back on the trail. Now I just need to get back to the vehicle. All right, so my first ever experience solo in the backcountry, solo backpacking, I would say was an overall success. It was awesome to get up in there, see some of this just beautiful, beautiful country. Montana is an amazing place. And again, I said this earlier in the video, what a blessing to just be able to be healthy enough to go up into the woods and, do something like that. So I am so fortunate. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, we ask if you could like and subscribe to the channel. That really helps us grow, ultimately producing better content. And check us out on Instagram and Facebook as well. So thanks again for watching this video, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
I'm definitely a social person, but I think there's so much value to be had in these experiences, these alone experiences, where we step away from the busy day-to-day life and we have time to just reflect, see where we are in our lives. And this trip inspired me to make alone time from time to time a priority in my life.